Thanks, guys, for your patience. Welcome to the Columbus Fury post-match press conference. On stage, we have the coach, Angel Perez, alongside the blocker, Reagan Pittman-Nelson, and Romero Alexandra Jedic. Probably butchered it, but
it's good.
All right, Coach, if you could start us out with just your general thoughts on the match, and then we'll open up to questions.
Hello, everybody. Always great to be in Omaha. A city that breathes and lives volleyball. So always exciting to play in this gym with this crowd. I thought, on our end, we did a lot of good things that we've been working hard on. I thought today our discipline with our serve tactic and our block defense was great. We created good opportunities and then make some good decisions in transition, which is something that we've been working out the last couple of weeks. We thought that was the reason why we couldn't finish out a couple of games that we lost. And I thought today we did a good job of finding opportunities and taking advantage of them. Credit to Omaha for coming up in the third set like a champ and punching us back in the face. I thought good thing we showed some resilience on that fourth set and could recover, thing that we hadn't done in the past. So I think that speaks highly about our group and that we're growing and really exciting and how the future looks for us.
You played Omaha less than 2 weeks ago too. What did you learn from that match that you were able to adjust for this one?
Yeah, I thought we had a really good match with them in Columbus about 10 days ago, just like you said. I thought we fell short on our transition offense. We created a lot of opportunities and we were not responsible with the ball. I think today, we changed the lineup a little bit also. We've been working on some ideas and things are starting to look good for us. We made some adjustments in our blocking scheme to try to slow down their left sides. And I think we did a pretty good job in the first two sets after they got hot. And, we were lucky that at the end in the fourth set, we could have one or two touches here and there that were the difference. Credit to these girls that have been working hard and, studying film and trying to get better. So still a lot to grow, but definitely numbers look good out of, our first view. So our main adjustment was on our blocking scheme to their left sides and how we wanted to defend them. And I think by times we were effective, by times they figure it out, and that's the game.
Reagan, part of that defense against their left side, what did you kind of work on to slow them down and kind of defense tonight?
Yeah, I honestly think I could have been more disciplined with my block and got more touches. That's definitely something I want to continue on work on. But, the biggest thing is when a hitter is hot, get a hand up in front of them and make them second guess themselves. Make them, not want to go at your block, but go outside of you or go down the line and force them to hit out.
I think you and Abby had a pretty hot start. Both had 4 kills in the first set too. How important was it to establish that middle as part of the offense early on? What did that do for you?
It's always so important because later in the set, our pins are able to find holes, find seams because the other middles are honoring us. It's very, very important.
Alexander, they talked a little bit about what the middle blockers are doing. What could you tell from your side in the back row about what the block was doing against Omaha's pin hitters?
I honestly would say, just in general, that this is definitely a team win. I wouldn't mention one person because definitely we showed that whoever came in from the bench helped the team. And this is exactly what we needed because last 3 games we went short for 1-2 points. And today, from the first to the last point, we stepped on the court and we showed that we are going to win this. We really wanted. And also, thanks to these girls that came in with good substitutions, we all together could succeed. So I would just say that today everything worked well. And this is, I think, how Columbus really should look in future.
How important was it to keep the aggressive mindset, even if you weren't getting some kills, to keep swinging hard and keep attacking the Omaha defense with your own?
Yeah, I think that's kind of a mentality that we're trying to build with this team, to be fearless, to believe that we can compete with any team. I think we've shown it at the beginning, and I think that's part of what we want to be remembered as. It's a really aggressive team that doesn't back down on anybody. And yes, we're going to lose some games, but it's not going to be for lack of aggressiveness, you know. And I think we've been preaching that since camp, since we got first met in December. We thought that, again, volleyball, it's a game of aggression. You know, in attack, you're being aggressive. In block, you're being aggressive. In serve, you're being aggressive, you know. And we want to be the aggressor every time we can. And we've spoken about it. And again, today was one of those days where when things didn't went our way, we kept swinging at it, trying to find solutions. And at the end, the result was in our favor.
This is just your second win over Omaha in the 3 years you've been playing. How
Yeah.
important is that? How significant is that for you?
Yeah, I was actually telling the guard that he's always following me around. I was like, I think this is the first time we win here. So, you know, it's a really important win for us, for our franchise. You know, we're growing. We had another important win at Atlanta to open up the year. So I think every day that passes, we're starting to believe that we can compete with any of the top teams in the league. But this definitely, it's a morale boosting more than anything else for a team that had been struggling and that believed inside our locker room that we should have won the last 2 games, and we didn't. So this is a statement for us as a group more than anything else to know that we have the pieces to win important matches.
Reagan, you're nodding your head. You talk about morale booster. What does this win do for y'all?
I think for this team, we all have such belief in it. We have worked so hard, and I'm not saying that Omaha hasn't worked hard, but we have worked so hard this week on the pieces that we need to put to make the changes we need to get the win. And it's just so rewarding for it to pay off.
What does it mean for you to get this team win?
It was definitely very important for our confidence because of these last 3 games that we lost like this, and especially the last game that we lost at home 22-20. This was like really like not great feeling after, because we really gave everything and we knew that we played our best game. Like we did everything, and at the end it didn't come on our side. But today it was everything. Like we start pushing from the beginning, we finished pushing, and this is going to push us for the next games, because the schedule is tough. We play a lot of games, and the confidence, like Angel said in the locker room before we left the locker room, this is what we need. We need confidence, and this is how we look today, and I hope we'll continue in that way.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Use more.
Welcome to the Omaha Supernovas post-match press conference. Up here tonight is head coach Lucas Slave alongside setter Sydney Hilly, and opposite Emily Wanda. Emily finished the night with a double-double, 13 kills and 13 digs, while Sydney finished the night with 55 assists and a pair of kills, 6 digs and 2 blocks. Coach, if you could just open up with your general thoughts on the match, and then we will open it up to questions.
Yeah, very, of course, disappointing. Slow start from our side, and then we try to catch up, and it doesn't happen. It does. We come back, and then of course volleyball happens where you cannot play perfect for too long because volleyball is going to force errors on you, and that happens, and they make plays. So it's just tiring and exhausting. They can speak to that, and being down 4-5 and just keep catching up. It's not easy. That's why we got to find a way to start stronger. But it's a very interesting game. That tells you how stats are important or not. That we basically won in every category. We out-hit them, more aces. We out-blocked them. We side out better. We point score better. And we still lost in 4. So that tells you the momentum of timing of errors and all these things, how important it is in volleyball. You can be outplayed, but still win if certain plays happen for you at the right moment. And definitely they played in those moments better. We were not as clean as we would like to. But from the weekend, I got to draw some positives. I don't think our pins in general hit that well this year yet. As a group, maybe I'm wrong, but Lonnie produced well. Brooke did what she does. And also Sarah was, I think, just where she usually is, or even higher. She hit 333. Wow. Looking at stats is like we should win, but we didn't. And the timing of things, how they happen in volleyball, is very important. And we were unfortunately behind for too long. A lot of great plays, but then some. Obviously, we talked about it already. We're not good enough yet.
Third straight loss, is that a concern at this point of the season?
Every loss, I think it's a concern. But I'm realistic. We're not good enough to just win. We're not, and we're going to have to work extremely hard and play much better volleyball for us to come up with wins. And that's the reality. So any expectations of us cleaning the house or being this, just we walk in and people say, "Here's 3 points for you. Here's a win for you." Not anymore. So other teams are better. Some not, some are better, but what we're doing right now, that's where we are, and it's not enough.
Sydney, from your perspective, what didn't go quite right tonight?
I think I could have definitely done a better job getting the middles more involved. That's something we've been working on. I practice a lot, and I thought our passers put me in great positions to spread the offense, and that's just something that I need to do better. I think we also could have served a little bit tougher to get them a little bit more out of system. We made an adjustment after the second set and started slowing their middles down, but they were really in system for a lot of the game, and that's hard to defend at anyone in this league when they're passing that well.
And when Luca mentioned that there's a little slow start, how did you see that play out on the court too? What gave an indication it was a slow start?
I mean, I think just when our serves aren't good and their offense is kind of going off, I think that is what people would see. But I mean, we were trying to fight through it at every point. Long huddles, being aggressive on the offensive side and just trying to get out of that.
How important was it to stay aggressive with your swinging too, and kind of not resort to tips and things like that, and kind of control the action? It was hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way I play, is just being aggressive and swinging hard, and so I try not to lose that. So just trying to find my connection with Sid and, sneak some of those tips in wherever I can find them. But, it's really important for me to swing.
Coach, do you get a feeling that just the whole league is going to be like this all season? Just very tough and competitive?
Yeah, I think that's great observation. And coming in, I wasn't sure exactly. People are excited. You guys are. I'm like, I'm not so sure. Looking at some other teams, how they're piling up talent and youth and some experienced players, I'm not sure this is going to go how you envisioned here in Omaha. And the testament of first 5 matches or first 2.5 weeks of the league, that San Diego just beat who?
Atlanta.
Somebody a few days ago, and Dallas beat. So there's just people beating each other, and we beat them 10 days ago, and they beat Atlanta. Atlanta beat us. So it's just this. You don't know what's going to happen every night. It's a really all-star game. Every night is an all-star game, and we got to ramp it up. We got to step up, and if we want to be in contention for playoffs. I'm not even talking about championship yet. I'm talking about being in top 4 to go to Final Four. That's what our goal should be, number one, in terms of where we want to be at the end of this season. But before that happens, we gotta play much more aggressive, assertive, and strong volleyball from the very beginning. Come in, impose yourself with everything you have. So basically, teams, I'm not going to say surrender. Nobody's going to surrender, but you make their life much easier. But we welcome them. We're very nice to them for first 2 sets, and then we figure out, well, they're after us, so we better step up. And it's a little bit too late. 3 times in a row now.
Cindy, what helped turn the aggression around a little bit in that third set?
I think we played with a little bit more urgency, and I think we just talked about going for it, playing fearlessly. If you play it safe, you're not going to win any matches. If you're tipping, if you're serving easy, you're not going to be able to win because everyone's just too good. So you got to go out there and you got to take risks, and sometimes it doesn't pay off. But if you're going for it, that's an error we're okay with.
Emily, that fourth set, Omaha got within a point 3 different times, but just couldn't really get it tied.
Mhm.
Frustrating was that?
Yeah, it was frustrating, but I mean, we never took our foot off the pedal. Just some unfortunate missed plays and errors at the wrong moments, but that's volleyball for you.
Cindy, big picture, I mean, 3 straight losses. Where do you feel the team is at kind of early on in the season?
Yeah, I mean, no one likes to lose. We just talked about it in the locker room, but I mean, in this league, you got to take every game one at a time. And it's kind of like when you're playing volleyball, you try to take everything 1 point at a time and not let errors or, in this case, losses carry over. And we know that every single match, whether we win or lose, we can learn something from it. And I think we've been doing a good job of reflecting and going into practice. Just every single person is staying for extra reps after practices. Like, everyone knows that they can do something a little bit better. And I think that we're just going to keep working to get just 1% better every single chance we get so that we can get some momentum here.
Quick turnaround, coach. Going to be on the road here in a couple of days, so won't have much time to think about
We are going to be at the airport in probably 10 hours, 11 hours. And that's not great. It's not ideal, but everybody else is dealing with that. So team that's going to reset, recover better, sleep, eat, do everything necessary next 24 hours, 48 hours is going to be a little bit better spot. I know that our opponent is also traveling. So none of it easy, and there's a storm coming in. We already know we're not coming back the day we wanted to. We're going to have to delay our arrival back home, which is not ideal because these women are going to miss time with their families. But it's that's part of the job and part of our business that not many people know about. And I just want to add that practice is joy. The level of competition and everything is joy. It's just how can we transfer that to the venue here and when we're away. But that's for me is like our practice. Like I walk home and like, okay, yeah, we got to get better. But this was like a hell of a practice. Compete, a lot of good stuff. We just got to find ways how to crank it up here.
Cindy, your next first match back at Indy this weekend?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, they have a great venue, great fans, great team. So I'm excited to see everybody, and they're a great team. So it's going to be a battle for sure. But I'm going to hit all.
I hear they sold it out just because you're coming.
I'm going to visit all my favorite restaurants since we get an extra day in Indy now. No, it'll be good.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.